I feel like the 2-ball. Okay, he's elevating Carl.
So is he trying to go with the cue ball? Well, he's mishit this freeze. I presume he was trying to get the cue ball down near the green 6.
No question about it. Yeah, he's caught the one way too heavy. Fortunately, I think it's stopped to where it's in a semi-tough position, but he can crash into the blue 2 if he's looking to make the 1.
Yeah, I come from a place where 9-ball pool is not the main cue sport, and over the years I've heard all sorts of nonsense where people say, oh, that's the game with the big pockets, it's easy, but these are the situations, until you've played professional pool, the situation Kledio is in right now, yeah, he can cut the yellow 1 ball in the pocket, but he's got to try and get on the blue 2 somehow. It's very difficult, this.
Yeah, does he play to actually miss the 2, come up and down? But you see the purple 5 right there. That's a big problem. Well, he has handled that as good as you possibly could from that situation.
Yeah, I thought that was a lot thinner. I didn't think he could avoid the blue 2, but he did. It fell. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and on this final day, in order for that ball to fall, you still have to hit it pretty good. These pockets are not forgiving at this point.
He's got to make sure here, this is a great opportunity, and it's come from the safety mistake of Gorst. This is what's give Kledio the opportunity in rack 1. Yeah, it's a race to 11. There's a long way to go, but boy, this can settle you down. He's got some up his sleeve. Well, that's why I'm sat here and he's out there. That is arguably the shot of the week. Wow. Look at that freeze. How did he get the cue ball round the table? He's just invented a new shot.
Oh, that's a big sign for Gorst going forward.
That's why he's your defending champion, because in the big moments, in the big matches, in the big racks, he just keeps on delivering. He was under a little bit of pressure here. I know it's only rack number 2, but just the way rack 2 has gone, that was a big pot.
Yeah, just having a look at the way the 6 entered the pocket, absolutely perfect, straight down the pipe, as well as the 7. These are great signs for him. It's not going to take much to wake him up. Does he have to draw this? He starts at the center, then comes low, or is he pounding around? Oh, clean.
Yeah, that should get the job done. It's a little thinner than ideal, but this is a share the opening couple of racks. Heart of the pocket, rack 2. Had a little bit of drama, and if that's anything to go by the rest of this match, well, we're in for a real treat. Gorst is known as the best jump shot player in the world. That's why he's having a go at this. That's why he's having a look. There you see a perfect view of the Gorst action as he goes airborne.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's half the 5.
Well, he's hooked again. So good with that cue. Wow. Going to be kicking at the red 3 though. There's no value in the jump cue here, Scott, is there?
Yeah, you just never know with this guy, right? But I agree, it doesn't look like there is. I know there's not for you and I. Here's a great view of the 2. He went to catch a piece of the 4, I believe, on the way out. Okay, he's running to the jump cue. Yeah, so maybe just cutting it down towards the 7. He'd like to use the 8 and 4 here. Doesn't want to get it close enough to make it. Just catch a piece. Or is he sending the cue ball down towards the 7? Oh, this is a big error here. Overamped that one.
That's why you don't see the pros keep pulling the jump cue out. It can only be used in certain situations.
Please start the shot clock.
He had to hit that ball perfect for it not to fly around the room. Now he does hail from the world of snooker as a youngster. That's what he was playing a lot of. And we know in that game, you need the bridge a lot. He's passed the test.
Yes, he has. And referring to that gadget, a lot of the great players will switch hands nowadays, go behind the back. Most of the Filipinos will do that. Pagulayan, in my opinion, one of the best in the world with the bridge. Also a snooker background. The pace of this match, Carl, seems to be a bit on Kaçi's side so far.
Yep, it's very early days in this semi-final, the second semi-final, but it's the current and defending world champion that started off a little edgy as he trails 2-1. He's missing a trick here a little bit for me here, Kledio Kaçi. The safety went wrong, the opening shot, he didn't need to play it, or in the end it seemed to be rushed rather, and here that is not a difficult shot freeze, is it? Look at that.
No, supposed to make it in his defense. Maybe overamped though, now that I relook at it, but in his defense he caught it just on the low side. Hard to believe it didn't fall. Maybe a 3-9 combination coming up with a backdoor safety behind the 8 or the 6.
Handled it well. Well, he's asking for something. I think he's up to something. Action. Watch out, cue ball!
Foul. Ball
wow, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, he's gone into the corner with a kiss here. Off the 9, we see it all the time.
Please start the
oftentimes you'll get the kiss off the bottom of the 9 into the corner. If you catch the top of the 9, oftentimes into the side, not what the doctor ordered for Gorst.
Got a big angle, he can swing around the back of the 7. Oh, okay, I don't believe he played for that gap, but it's worked out well.
Yeah, I don't think he risked going at the 7 like that. There's no way, but it did work out.
Sometimes that can wake you up a little bit on previous shots. You kind of make sure you have a little walk around and find that exact angle you need.
Now here, I think you need to make sure you get down enough for the 6. And I like this. He knows he has to get nice and tight. Does he have the right angle, or does he have to go forward here?
Yeah, you're saying that because of where the brown 7 is, the closer you are to the green, it makes life easy.
That's exactly right.
Don't be scared of going forward. if you're straight. It's got a small angle. Yeah, I like it. Shoot it up into the big pocket, top left from this angle. Can't really miss these. As long as you hit the long rail, it'll go in.
Yeah, and so a big scratch off the 8 on the break shot for Gorst.
Yeah, there you see, into the long rail. Can't really miss. Well, he had ball in hand at the start of this rack, and they were all there. You've still got to knock him in, and that's what he's done.
Yeah, would you like to get to the right side of the table here so you can track around 3 rails? And that's what he's going to do, possibly, probably. Drop to the 4th.
Has he got enough space just to play off the 2 rails and kind of come towards that 3rd rail, or do you think he has to use the bottom rail and play it off 4?
I think it's safer to come all the way down.
That's why I was thinking 4 rails, just because now you're leaving this pretty thin and you got to go back up table to come back down.
Well, I think he caught it a little thicker than he intended, Carl, to be honest with you. I don't feel like he hit it bad. The speed wasn't really off. He just caught it a little heavy.
He's aiming low on the cue ball.
The clock again. The clock again. I don't know that he's aware of where that 5 seconds is.
You know, Jeremy Jones says this a lot. The pros always, you know, he was trying to play for the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. But don't be scared of running it round playing short side for the 9 in the other bottom corner. How big of a shot is this now?
All right, the buzzer. Under the gun.
He's a fearless potter. It's as simple as that. Another good break off. He is dialed in on the snap. And he's got to look at the blue 2 here. I think he can just get the cue into the cue ball as well. I don't think he's jacked up. Maybe he is.
Yeah, I think he might have just a slight piece of the cue ball here, and he's got the correct piece. It's the right side. I think it was actually game number 1, Carl, where he had a 1 ball on the other side of the table, similar to this. But the good news for Kaçi here is that he's got about half the table to work with to hold for the red 3. Could come all the way down past the 7. Oh, he's just caught that extremely fat.
Didn't like it, Scott. I won't lie. I mean, I don't know. You've played pool a long time. There's something about when you've got to kind of roll the ball, what just scares us. Why not just slice it in and take a gamble for the gap? You might bump something. You might get a little bit lucky.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Once I started to look at it, just coming down past the 7, getting through the cue ball there, ensuring the make was much more important than just trying to drift it in.
And the red 3 went up into the far right corner pocket as well, so you could have played for that shot. Just double checking everything. Doesn't want to make silly errors. He knows he's got an opportunity to get himself in a strong position here.
5 seconds. He is good with time management. The beeps do not bother him. Pinch back for the side. Uncharacteristic with the draw stroke for Gorst. He starts at the center of the cue ball, goes downward on the final delivery.
It's not something you would teach.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Something we do teach, though, is his follow-through, Carl. It's spectacular, 4 to 6 inches, even when he's slow rolling the ball. Look at the Q-tip and how it finishes every single time. Yeah, even here, he'll follow through the 8 Q-tip every single time, just finishes at the 4 to 6 inch point, all depending on the power. But his final backswing is always the same.
For the first time in this match, Mr. Gorst has got the lead. 7-6.
Now look at the 9. Does it have the pace? It doesn't. But here's the thing. The shot on the blue, too. Our colleague, Jeremy Jones, mentioned this earlier. He said these guys are starting to play better. Is there a chance that Gorst could tie Robbie Capito with a 5-piece? There's $10,000 up top to whoever has the most break-and runs during this event. Robbie Capito has 5.
Couldn't get a shot on the lowest ball in the first half of the match. He can now. Yeah, what Scott's alluding to is what we call a package. It's how many break and runs you can make in a match that is consecutive break and runs. And Gorst is on 2 at the minute, so he's going to need to run the remainder of the match out for a 5-pack.
Obviously, odds are against him, but if he were to do that, Carl,
extension called.
Well, the prize would go to Gorst, as he has finished clearly further than Capito in the event.
That's how it works, is it? Wow. Didn't know that one.
That is how it works.
Stretching over, but can take care of that. Now we can come a couple of rails down the right hand side of the table. He's striding more now, isn't he? He's picked up the pace around the table. Slow down. Slow down. He just stopped.
Yeah, everything's changed since the missed safety from Kaçi on the 4-ball. It seems to happen in all cue sports. There's always that turning point. Doesn't matter if it's mid-match, first quarter, 3/4 of the way through, there's a turning point that always seems to happen. And we could feel it in game number 12. Maybe a little more distance than he wanted to be here. I think he can just take the cut on the 8 to the upper right.
Yeah, you don't think Gorst is going to start trying to get too much out the cue ball here. He's not that naive. Just make the ball come back out a little bit. Take the mid-ranger on the 8. Wow, talk about moments. Talk about Kledio Kaçi on the pink 4 a couple of racks ago. Gorst was on a 3-pack. He's missed a 7 down the rail.
And there's a great look. It was frozen. I believe he actually spun it out of the pocket.
I think on the replay, Scott, you've called it. You could see he didn't hit the cue ball where he wanted.
Yeah, he had a touch of right-hand spin that twisted the 7 out just a bit, all due to the distance that he left himself. Now he's never supposed to miss that 7. But it is missable when you have distance on these pockets. And you can bet Kaçi going to clean this up.
Yeah, I bet he can't quite believe it. He'll have been sat there still thinking about that rack. Rack number 12 it was. The brown 7 ball has cost Gorst a 3-rack lead and a 3-pack. He does not look happy as he walks out of the arena.
And here's a great view. Needs to be hit clean, back and forth. Clean it was. Now got a big gap on the right side of the table. That's what he's looking at now. Just fall into that line. Cue ball's going to dive off this right long rail a little bit, so it's going to drop down towards the 6. Should be fine here. Is that too hard? I felt like it went off in his hand.
We have seen it all. It's amazing. It's been an amazing match. Both players just giving it all, desperate to get through to this evening's final. And just when it looks like one player's going to get a foothold, they make a little error. He's going to kick at the green 6.
Yeah, and there you see the gap. He had really half the table to get down on there. Just got quick in the final swing. And how does this finish? I don't think too good. 6-8 combination is staring him down. Cross side is also available.
Giving himself a good talking to. We've all been in that chair and done that.
Oh yeah, it's so easy up here, Carl. We never miss a ball.
Extension called.
Well done here. Taking time. It's an easy combo, but he's got to just make sure he controls that 6 ball. Like so. I don't know if Kaçi has been in the arena for the full match, but I've just spotted him near the podium, Scott, where we do our prez.
Yeah, sitting on the edge of the stage there. I don't know if he wants his brother to know he's there. Oftentimes that can Make you a little nervous. Watch out for the right side pocket.
No, he hasn't. Oh my word. Is that arguably one of the worst shots we've seen in a big match on tour? He's got all the rail to hit. Any piece of the right rail. That is incredible.
He had no right-hand spin on that ball at all.
The reason why it's so shocking is because in Nineball you spin the cue ball, and that just was so natural. A little bit of right spin, hit halfway up the rail, you win the rack. Have you ever seen anything like that?
If the young Kledio goes on to lose this match, is he on the wrong side here as well? Forced to come all the way around, or does he just stay below the 7? If you try to get all the way around, obviously a lot more pace needs to be played.
I think he's gearing up to swing the cue ball round the back. And here she comes. It'll do. It's very good.
Yeah, a little shake of the head tells us maybe that odd angle. But he gets so much out of the cue ball. Made the 6 ball right there look very easy. And it was not. Here's a good look at the youngster. Many more great years ahead for him. Okay. Thin. Much thinner than he wanted. Does he wrap all the way around or just roll this in?
How's the pace?
I thought he hit it real fat. I actually thought he missed it initially.
Yeah, he's come round just about enough here. Just this 9 ball away from Gorst making it to the hill first. There it is. Somehow Fedor Gorst is on the hill.
Yeah, there's, I mean, no better experience in the world than what he's getting right now, win or lose. Okay, Fedor Gorst. Where does it finish? Did he get it reward? Negative.
What a beautiful kick shot to make the ball, try and make something happen. There's another look. He's going to need another one here, though. Kicking at the red 3. He's going 3 rails, is it? In behind?
Yeah, valiant effort. It's still not straightforward. This is a real tester. Anytime the back arm is tight and you're swerving this ball in, if he chooses to put right on it, you can catch it real heavy.
Yeah, and somewhat kind of, to a degree, forget about your cue ball. Hit this ball how you feel most comfortable. Make sure you pot the red 3.
You can hit it heavy, Carl, when you put that right spin on it and the back arm is tight. When the back arm is loose, well, it's no problem. It's just another day at your country club.
Yeah, good call, Freeze. Real good call. It's all got a little bit too much out there for Kledio.
Notice the pace at which Gorst is getting around the table now. Can he sense the $100,000 payday guaranteed? is 5 balls away, Carl. Gorst has been anything but great, in my opinion, this match, but I look for something a little different in the final.
This needs to go, which it will.
Really, just bury the 6 now. If you can stun over to the right, 6, 8, 10 inches, you're home free.
Just 3 balls to go.
He'll be glad to get this match over with. Yeah, we kind of felt like if he was going to lose one, it would have been this one, Carl.
Yeah, it was spoke about, wasn't it? We felt Kledio could be the man to get the job done. Unfortunately, that has not been the case. He has missed a huge trick here, you feel.
Game number 12 and game number 16 were in Kaçi's hands. Didn't pan out. Is it the Fedor factor that's real?
Even game number 18, Kledio Kaçi missed the 3 ball. But it doesn't matter. What matters is this man and this 9 ball. This for back-to-back finals.
Let's go!
It's there. It's relief. That was the screen from Gorst. Frost. He feels he's got away with one there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, at the end of the day, the man's name is in the finals. He was in the finals last year. What do you have to do to beat Fedor Gorst?
Well, you've got to not miss balls, I suppose, but what a final we've got coming up.